Hey Wildfire, Luke here. Hey, look, I just wanted to take a minute and say hello, but I really wanted to talk about this next series that we're going to be entering into over the next 3 weeks. You see, this series is called Let It Go, and in this series, we're going to be forced to wrestle with some areas in our life where we're not experiencing or seeking forgiveness. You know, in our first week as we step in, we're going to talk about grudges. And grudges are pretty manipulative things to have in our lives. And I say that they're manipulative and I say that they're dangerous because when we hold a grudge, we walk around in life holding on to this grudge and we're holding on to this little bit of power that may make us feel good and seeking revenge or seeking evil against somebody who may have done us wrong. But you know, in reality, as we're walking around holding on to this grudge, it's all too easy to forget that the grudge really has a hold on us. The grudge keeps us trapped. The grudge has control of us when we feel like we have control of the grudge. You know, in life, Jesus says that we need to be quick to forgive. You know, Paul says in Romans 12, verse 21, that we shouldn't be overcome by evil, but instead we overcome evil with good. You know, it's funny how Jesus is the ultimate example of what it means to overcome evil by way of good. You know, Jesus was crucified. And he was crucified so that we could all overcome evil through a relationship with him. But as this evil was being enacted upon him, as his hands were being nailed to a cross, as he was being crucified and hoisted way up in the air on this hill called Skull, and he was facing these persecutors that were beating him and spitting on him and attempting to take his life and torturing him, he said, "Father, forgive them. Forgive them. For they don't know what they're doing." You know, a lot of times in life when people come against us, when people choose to harm us, when people choose to hurt us, they really don't know what they're doing. You know, it's so easy to get trapped in that same posture, that same approach to repay that evil with evil. But Jesus says, do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil by good. You know, as we talk about let it go, you know, we're not trusting God just to take away all of our pain and to take away our situations. We're trusting God that He can make your life end your pain, that He can make your life and not just your pain a demonstration of His goodness. You know, when we let things go, we aren't just letting go for the sake of letting go. We're letting go. We're choosing to forgive or to seek forgiveness because we're letting go of this evil or this grudge that we're holding on to so that God can take control, so that God can be in control. And we go to God open-handed and say, okay, God, I'm not trying to control this because I know that you can. So we go to God and we seek His will so that He can demonstrate how good He is and just how in control He is. So this next few weeks, we're going to be forced to wrestle. Well, not forced. I hope you make a decision to wrestle, but we're going to choose to wrestle with a couple of these grudges that we may be holding. Maybe it's against a sibling. Maybe it's against a parent, your mother or your father, who you feel like has acted unfairly against you. Maybe a teacher or a coach. Maybe it's a teammate where you're holding this grudge. And in reality, the grudge has got a hold on you. Check you later.